Hello YouTube, Beat here back with another kicking action figure review. And today's review is over a pretty unique little figure. It is the Guavian Enforcer from the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch line. He's from The Force Awakens. I believe I pronounced his name right. I still have to buy my own copy of that movie. I really want to though. I very much enjoyed that movie. No, but yeah, here he is. You know, this was a figure that I didn't really care for. And then I watched the movie and suddenly cared for it, but couldn't find it at that point. But I do believe they reissued him, because now I see him a lot. So I believe he got a reissue, which is good, because I wanted him. Just like Captain Phasma, except I wanted her way more. Even though she didn't do anything in the movie. But yeah, ba-dam-dow, here he is. Guavian Enforcer, very cool. I mostly use him with my Force Awakens Han Solo, which is pretty cool. Very dope figure. First we're going to get into some articulation. You got up on the head really far, down really far. Very good articulation there. Side to side, you can even wobble like that, which is very, very nice. Up and down in the arms, forward and back in the arms. You have an elbow bend, single, as well as a bicep. Well, not really a bicep swivel, more like an elbow swivel. You got up and down on the wrists. As you can see, this wrist is pretty loose, so but still. And rotation as well. Forward and back on this wrist, though. The wrists have different articulation. You see this one goes blee, and this one goes blee. So that's that. They both have the same swivel, though. Now there is a swivel joint right here as well. You can't really get much up and down out of it. It's mostly a swivel. You got in and out on the legs, which is really hindered by all his belt stuff, though, so it kind of gets pushed back in, as you can see. He does have a thigh swivel. Mine's kind of tight because I don't really swivel his thighs ever. Right there. Double knee bend. This one's a little hindered by this wire, which straightens out. But this one, you know, totally free to bend. And then you have the ankle pivot and up and down on the foot. So that's pretty good. Not bad articulation right there. I think it serves its purpose for the most part, you know. Pretty cool figure. Not really an important character or anything. So, you know, it's whatever. More of like one of the side enemies. But I still think it's a really cool figure. I actually pointed out to someone that I thought pieces on this, specifically the head, would make for a good onomatopoeia custom. Onomatopoeia is like a serial killer that kills superheroes that don't have superpowers. He's a Green Arrow villain. But yeah, he's cool. He's cool. So now we're going to talk about detail and paint, which I actually think is the strongest thing on this figure. He's covered in lots of awesome details. He has lots of great paint as well. You already saw his wire and stuff. I love how completely unsymmetrical he is. I think that's wonderful. It makes him look really unique, real thrown together. Very, very cool. I love this space gangster. I think he just looks great with all the red and like the kind of wash on him too, like a black wash on the crimson here. I love how his suit almost looks like a microchip or something. It has all this etching in it. It's hard to see, but it's cool. They went to a lot of detail on this unimportant character and a lot of paint too. He even has a silver wash in his ring there. He has silver on the helmet where it looks damaged. You can see like a scar across the face. Very cool. They paid a lot of attention to this figure. Good job, Hasbro. Good job. But now we're going to check out some accessories. Yeah. First up, we have the first accessory that came with him. Kind of like this shotgun type thing almost is how it looks. Pretty good. It has a nice wash on it and everything. Good little weapon. As I said, this wrist is really loose, and it just happens to be the wrist on the hand he holds his weapons on. So, bada boom, bada bing. I can't believe I said that. But, yeah, you know, gangster talk. He holds it just fine if you want to hold it with one hand, but it looks like it's an obvi two-hand weapon. Sadly, though, without a double elbow bend, holding it with two hands is going to be kind of rough to figure out, especially when you're all loosey-goosey. But yeah, there is one more weapon that he comes with, though. Now his secondary weapon, I can get him to hold a little bit better with both hands, as you can see, because he has a place where he can really latch onto it. It's some kind of automatic weapon, maybe a grenade launcher or thermal detonator launcher or whatever. I don't want to hold it like that too much because I feel like it's going to bend it up. You see this weapon right here. Pretty fancy. I'm not going to display this guy with any of his weapons. I'm just going to put him in an accessory bag and store him for safekeeping. But yeah, you know, I still think they're really cool weapons. Now we're going to sink our sabers right in the size comparisons here. Here is our Guavian Enforcer compared to some other 6-inch Black Series Star Wars figures, both from The Force Awakens. Here on the left we have Kylo Ren, and on the right, the old Han Solo. Old as in older version of the character, not older figure, obviously. So yeah, you know, that's how he scales with his other Force Awakens counterparts. Here he is with some figures from the good old original trilogy Empire days. Here on the left we have Darth Vader, and on the right, the Imperial Shock Trooper from the Battlefront game. And lastly, here he is with two more 6-inch Black Series figures. I wanted to compare him with a figure from the prequels. Here on the left, Jango Fett, and on the right, another Force Awakens figure. This is the Force Awakens version of Chewbacca, since I didn't have another prequel character to show you guys. So what are my final thoughts on the Star Wars Force Awakens Black Series Guavian Enforcer figure? Well, I think Hasbro did a lot more on this guy than I expected him to. He's got great detail in paint, articulation's not bad, came with enough accessories, even if I think he doesn't hold them too terribly well. Seems to scale pretty well with his other Black Series 6-inch counterparts. So all in all, I think this is a good figure. I think he could just be any generic space gangster and whatever you wanted him to be, and he looks really cool. Just this unique looking guy. I really like him. You could even make him a member of the Red Hood gang or something if you wanted in your display. I don't know. That seems pretty cool to me. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, and we will have more Star Wars reviews coming at you guys soon, as well as reviews of figures from other things like Power Rangers and whatnot. You didn't see that figure well, but it's a figure that's review is coming soon. Ooh, so mysterious. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all once again for your support, and I'll see you all later.